What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Jacob Crypto Bury video. We're going to look today at Jasmy coin, and the reason is because I saw this with a crazy volume versus the market capital. You can see this is a rank 347 project, but the volume is pretty much as high as Cardano's and even exceeds Polygon Matic. So there's definitely something going on behind the scenes here, so it's worth taking a little look at. This is the Jasmy coin. We can see it as we click on. For Jasmy, it is definitely a low market cap of 70 million, and when we look retrospectively, we can see it's been trading for over a year. Some months yielded massive returns, and so far 2022 has been a little bit bearish for the Jasmy community. We can see Jasmy looking again at the previous all-time highs. We've been over $2 before. I believe even some people got in around the 3 billion mark. Now, the first thing I'd want to show you that is quite concerning for me is that we've got 4.75 billion coins in circulation, so only 10% of the supply. The max supply is, of course, 50 billion. So we could see, of course, a massive superfluous influx of supply released onto the exchange, should that happen, depending on where it is in the wallets and the tokenomics. But just never to say the least, this could still be something that does pump to the upside very aggressively for the long term. So what's going on at the moment with crypto? Bitcoin is 30.3k, Ethereum is back up to $2,000. We're just holding that very critical psychological $30,000 level. So Jasmy coin is actually, fun fact, the first Japanese blockchain to ever exist. Probably not really worth me trying to read this because it's just not going to work. But what basically Jasmy is an IoT platform, data lockers, which means it stores data from yourself, where data is stored. That's a data locker. They strive to basically decentralize data. And I think that's pretty cool. And of course, that's very important, decentralizing our data. So let's have a look at what's currently going on with Jasmy. Here is the price action on the weekly time frame. You can see we've just corrected massive amounts. It's just been a disgusting looking downtrend. You see a 97% correction at the moment. But as we look into the daily time frame, there is small signs of euphoria, the bells of euphoria and hope are ringing at this current stage, and I see this as a critical support and resistance zone. When we look just about here, we can see this is a really important level that we need to get above. I would even probably include some resistance around here. So there's a very sticky point between 0.017 and 0.0179 for this particular project. Some bearish signals at the moment. We are under that 20-day moving average. We keep getting rejected off of it. We're swinging up, getting rejected off this 20-day moving average. But right now we're consolidating at a very beautiful time, which is within a lovely symmetrical triangle pattern. You can see we're getting the higher lows and the lower highs, so we're getting that convergence. The squeeze is occurring. So far we've been putting through higher lows and higher highs all together. We're getting those bull pennants breaking out really nice and aggressively. That's what we want to see. Now, should we break to the upside of this particular pattern, we'll at least be retesting this 0.016 resistance level. If we do come back, retest, we break through to about 0.017. So I do anticipate for this particular project here a nice pump to the upside, maybe even 17% on the bullish scenario. Now, for the bearish scenario, I think it's possible that we could lose support here at 0.014, and we would come down to the previous swing low at worst, where I would be potentially buying more at $0.012. So keep an eye out on these particular levels. It is looking nice that we have got this particular symmetrical triangle, but the relative strength index is showing a little bit of overboughtness. We can see a lot of volume come in, so maybe we should wait for this to potentially cool down. If we were to look at this on the 4-hour time frame, of course, we can get our Fibonacci retracement tool and have a look at where we're potentially coming down to. We already popped down to that 0.236 level. So if we did lose that support again, it's looking at the 0.382, the 0.5 levels. The 0.5 is probably the more realistic scenario because this is a low cap with extreme market volatility. So at the moment, it's hard to say I feel bullish when everything has just been a continuous downtrend. You can just see the lower highs, but this does offer good accumulation zone. Now, looking at the previous RSI, what I do see, and what kind of turns me off right now, to be honest, is the fact last time we had this accumulation cup here and also here, when we did get the impulse outwards, we see right here and here we're getting overbought RSI, and again we're getting overbought RSI at these same levels where we're getting the impulse from the accumulation supply zones. And that does make me think, well, are we just going to see this repeat itself where we saw a big correction? Let me show you right here. So we see a market cycle correction down 65%. Then what we got is an impulse to the upside looking at 62%. Okay, so you're getting 65% correction and getting a 62% pump. And what's occurring now is kind of a similar scenario where we're getting a 70% correction now, and we've just already had the pump. So we've already missed it. 86% pump from that bottom. You've already missed it. I would be very cautious right now personally and wait to see if we can break out of this symmetrical triangle. I would not follow the green candles. Don't follow the hype. It's never usually worth it. If you're hearing about it through social media, other platforms, it's in a bubble. You're already too late. You need to buy these things when it is dead. So let's see what potentially happens for this project. What can happen in the long term? Well, of course, we can look at Fibonacci extension tool. We can see over here, the next pragmatic price discovery target, should we come through this 0.049 resistance level, is probably going to be 0.06. The golden pocket would be $0.074 for Jasmy. So let me know down in the comments, are you buying Jasmy? Are you a long-term holder? Did you buy at the top and now you're suffering? I'd love to know. Make sure you do also hop on over to my Twitter channel and enter our giveaway, $100 giveaway BUSD, just to say thank you to the community. Make sure you subscribe and like, comment as well, leave suggestions, and take care now. Stay crypto safe. Bye guys.